Testing, testing. Well, good afternoon, viewers. And you join me on a very wet day in Nottingham. And I've got a surprise to show you. You may remember from a couple of videos ago, I hosted my own car meet in Radcliffe, near where I live. And from that, I've made several new friends. And one of them very kindly invited me down to come and look at where he works. And it's a business called Anglo American Cars. And what this is basically is old retro cars that are used for filming. And he's very kindly let me look around and film. We're in a polytunnel, and as you can hear, it's absolutely hammering it down, but luckily the microphone is doing its job, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me with this. And I'm going to show you this treasure chest that we have in here now. Look at this. So I'll go over these cars for you, and we'll have a look and see what we have. So the first thing we have here is a Renault 19. And they're all unlocked as well, so I can show you the inside of some of these as well. Look at it, it's a manual. Look at that gear gator, that's quite special. Never seen anything like that before on the car. I like how the dials are all a tinge of yellow as well. Is that the original colour, or is that just faded over time? And it's a Chamard edition, that's the trim level. And here we have a car that's quite close to my heart, because I used to have one of these cars. It's a Mark IV Vauxhall Astra, and it's been made into a police car. I'm going to have a sit inside this, because this will bring back loads of memories to me. And that's a bit quieter as well now. Jesus, hope you can hear me. Yeah, the one I had was a 1.6 Club, but it didn't have this trim. This must be a facelifted version, because mine was a 51 reg. But yeah, in here it's standard Astra, but obviously if it was a proper police car, they'd have a few more modifications in here. But yeah, this brings back fond memories to me, having this car. Loved it so much. And here we've got this Chevy pickup, and this, as you can see, is used for filming. Nice setup there. There's the Astra again. Big Citroen van there too. And here we have, it's a bit hard to see this, but we have another iconic police car of modern times, the Volvo V70. These were used all the time as police cars. And here we go. I've never sat in a V70 before. And here we go. Oh, look at this. It's typical Volvo, isn't it, this? Just comfortable. Just familiar. You know, that's what Volvos are, aren't they? Just familiar and nice and easy. No fuss. They're just... It says V70, it just says to you, doesn't it? I'm just a sensible, practical, dependable car. Let's just get on with it. No fuss, no airs and graces. Nicely set out. But if those police cars were special, this one here, I think is even more special. One of the best cars that Vauxhall ever made this is the Vauxhall Senator. And this was your typical police car of the late 80s, early 90s. I've never sat in one of these before either. Let's see if I can... Yep, doors open. Oh, look at this interior. Wow. That is good. Be careful with the door. Oh. Oh, that seat. Oh my God. I mean, my Rover R8 seats are really comfortable, but these are just out of this world. It's absolutely fantastic. You can just see now why these cars were so well regarded just by sitting in them. I mean, look at all this dashboard, everything there. But this might be the most comfortable seat I've ever sat on. And I think actually on the the second incarnation of Top Gear with Clarkson, Hammond, and May, I think the seats they had in the studio for a long time were Vauxhall Tennis seats, and it's not hard to see why, because they're just so comfortable. But yeah, these Senators are excellent cars. It's a bit tight here to actually get proper footage of it, but see if there's no giveaways on the back. I think it's been debadged like lots of police cars were. Yeah, police cars are debadged. You can see the back of the V70 there, that's also debadged. And we also have a VW LT28 van just here. That's a nice retro thing. I'm guessing that's 1980s. I don't really know that much about vans. But yeah, that's a nice thing. Let's see if I can look inside this as well. Probably can't climb in because the doors are probably quite big, but... Ooh, there we go. Good to actually get a bit of quiet from the rain there, but you can see there. Empty the back. Yeah, this is very 80s, this, isn't it? Oh, the engine's there. There we go. Don't really know anything about these, so anybody that knows more about these vans, please put it in the comments and see what you can tell me. But yeah, this is very nice. And here we have another very rare car. I never heard of this until Jim told me what it was. It's a Datsun Stanza, but it's made in collaboration with Nissan. And obviously we know that the cars will know that that's where Datsun merged into Nissan at some point. And look at this interior. Again, it's very yellow. But that's very period for a car of this time. Oops, shut it properly. Yeah, I'd never heard of these. These must be really rare. Datsun Stanza 1.6 GL. And here as well we have something really very special indeed. We have a Ford Cortina, but this one is a Mark IV and it's a V6 under the bonnet. See, the vinyl's very interesting on this, brown vinyl. 2.3 Gia. Look at that. I've got to have a seat in this because actually my dad back in the day, all automatic, all wooden dashboard as well. Look at this. Oh, this is brilliant. Back in the day, my dad had one of these and he crashed it. He wrote it off, and I'm sure that was a 2.3 Gia as well. He said it had the V6 in it. It was rotten, I think, at the back, he said, and he was going too fast down an icy road. Came to a corner, lost it on the corner, and then clipped the curb, and it chopped all four wheels off, and it just came to a neat rest. Oh, my hand there, sorry. I'm trying to take a picture as well. There we go. Oh, but this is lovely. Nice door cards as well. But yeah, this is very period for your 80s stuff, this car. Got the alloys as well, looking good. And yeah, that vinyl, as I've said, is really interesting. Usually you expect black vinyl. And here we've got a Toyota Corolla hatchback. One of the best built cars ever. This one, automatic, your typical late 90s interior. And here's the back. What trim is it? It's I don't know actually. Someone will be able to tell me. And here we have a Volvo 940. I do really love these old bricky Volvos there. They were such good cars. And I've made quite a few friends recently with some people who have old Volvos. And this car might be available to be offered for purchase. So I'm going to initially show pictures of this to my friends with Volvos and see if anyone's interested. As you can see in here, it's a really nice interior. It's what's the mileage there? Yeah, 176,000 miles there. But a Volvo can wear that mileage, no problem, as I'm sure you guys know. Automatic. You've got the heated seats just down there. You've got the glove box there. Yeah, I do like these old Volvos, I really do. And look at the interior as well. My arms are the way. Perfect headlining. And you've got lovely, comfortable seats there. And these seats are very nice to sit in. Again, you just sink into them. Really, really nice. Ooh. Yeah, good cars, these old Volvos. Good cars. Really, really good. And if that wasn't enough, we have a second polytunnel with more things inside it. And then we've got a Transit. I'm not quite sure of the mark. Someone will have to tell me on the comments, but certainly a 90s Transit. Let's get inside. Oops. Not used to getting in vans. This has been used in several dramas, because that's what they do. They hire these cars out for filming. And look at that, it's minibus configuration. So yeah, this is another special thing. Ooh. I need to make sure I don't try and jump all the way down on this, because I'm not used to getting in and out of vans. But yeah, this is a nice thing. It's got the this must be a really early 90s Transit, because it's got the grille on it that's the earlier style, the slat style grille. And we have here a really nice BMW 5 Series. And I cannot wait to have a seat in these. These old BMWs are absolutely lovely. Automatic, that's a very short gearbox. It's meant to be like that, yeah. Gear lever. And the smell that you get in here, it's musty, but it must be BMW. And look at that, only 52,000 miles for a BMW. That's barely run in. And just look at this brilliant thing here again. All lovely headlining. Got a sunroof as well. Oh, wow. Beautiful thing. See if I can have a look at the back of the Transit, see if we can work out what engine this has. It must be a diesel. Got another Chevy pickup filming vehicle just there. Oh, it doesn't say anything on the back of the Transit, but never mind. And here, this is something I really like the look of. It's a Rover 200, but the SD3, the first ever Rover 200. My R8 that you guys have seen before, or regular viewers will have seen before, was the one that came after this. That door's not been open for a bit stiff. But, oh, look at this. Your typical Rover interior, the British car interior. You've got the leather, and look, the wood inserts. It had the wood inserts on it, just like mine does. It looks like a lot of the trim piece are the same. The door handles look the same here, and also the outer door handles as well. And look at that dash. Is that the same that the Metro had? It could be. And again, you've got sunroof as well. Yellow headlining, actually. So great to be in a place like this and seeing, because these are rare cars. These are, this SD3, you don't see many of them around at all. Wow. And here we have another car that I've always liked. It's the Mark III Vauxhall Cavalier. And I go past one of these every morning when I go to work. There's someone who must daily drive one. I don't know why, but I've always had a fondness for these Cavaliers. More than the Vectra, for some reason. And again, I've never sat in one before until now. A typical Vauxhall interior. You got your cubby hole there. I'll leave that open, actually. It might be open for a reason. Sunroof again, really good headlining. Lovely interior. Great view of the Rover as well from here. And also the filming pickup. And here we have a Mark V Vauxhall Astra police car. Not as good as the Mark IVs, these weren't. I've heard these had various quality problems throughout their life. But they were pretty cars, or they are still pretty cars, I think. But you don't, I don't know, I'm not sure how well these cars have survived, because you don't see many Mark Vs on the road now, I don't think. I think you see, and I could be wildly short of the mark here, but I think you see almost as many Mark IV Astras stood around as you do Mark Vs. But these were very common police cars in the sort of, you know, the noughties times, and the early 2010s as well. So that will fill lots of gaps in many of the filming places, because if you've got that and also the V70, I would argue they're the two most common police cars of this time here. Let's have a look at the back of the Cavalier. Oh, the Cavalier is a 2-litre 16 valve. This Astra will have been debadged if it's representing a police car. Oh no, it's a diesel Astra. Just it says it there, CDTI, so it's not been debadged. Interesting. Got some motorbikes here. I don't really know what these are, so I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me, but these are very, very big sports bikes. These looks like proper hardcore bikes, these. My motorbike knowledge is very limited, but these look like the sort of ones that you would have if you wanted to have a good time. And here we have a 205 Peugeot, the style trim level. I can't really get much of a good look at this car because the bikes are in the way. But you can look inside just there. Beauty, this thing. In fact, Jim was commenting on how good this particular car is, and he's not wrong. That interior is immaculate. Brilliant. And we've also got a Mark II Astra here, so that's 3 generations of Astra they've got in this collection. And this one's your standard Expression version, so it's not been disguised as a police car. This is as it was. And we had a Mark III Astra in the family, and it was the same colour as this. And that did us very well, that car. It lasted us a good 10 years, but then we sold it on. There's the 205 again. But then we sold it on to an older neighbour, and he kept it going for another 10 years, I think. Don't think I'll be able to get in this properly with the trailer in the way, but you can see inside there. I don't really have many memories of the Mark III interior because it was a long time ago, but it looks like there's some commonalities just there. And here, look at this. An iconic small car, this, the Renault 5. And we've got space to sit inside it as well. This one is an automatic. Oh, I love these little Renaults. Now, French cars aren't usually my thing because any experience of French cars I've had in the family or my immediate family have not been positive. But this, I think, is one of the few French cars that actually did have a good reputation for reliability. I mean, to be honest, I think they did in the sort of 80s and 90s. It was when they got beyond the mid-90s. That was when the unreliability really started setting in. But look at this. Lovely little charming interior. Little basic spec car. Don't think that's an original steering wheel. It's a racing steering wheel. I bet that means it's a little bit more fun to drive. I do love a small charming car, as you guys know. Hence why I've owned I've got an Allegro, and I have a Triumph Spitfire. Or I had a Triumph Spitfire, sorry. But yeah, this is a lovely, lovely thing. Let's get a front view of it. It's the facelifted version. It's not the very, very old one. But yeah, there we go. Don't think I showed you the front of the Mark II, actually. Astra. There we go. And here we have a Ford Sierra police car, another police car. This was your sort of hardcore police car of the 1990s. I've been watching old episodes of The Bill recently. And this was one that was, the one was always needed if you were on pursuits. This was like your hardcore car. This isn't the, I think they did use Cosworths in there. Oh, that door won't open. Let's try this one. There you go. They did use Cosworths, but this one isn't a Cosworth. Now this one's got leather seats, as you can see. But it wouldn't have been leather if it was a police car. It would have just been your standard cloth seats. Because you can imagine prisoners might get up to all sorts if it was leather. So you want seats that are a bit more hard wearing. So, yeah. But no, this is another nice car. Manchester Metropolitan Police as well, the badge on that. Oh, and look, the sun's coming out, but it's still raining because there are a few cars outside. But yeah, fascinating collection as I've shown you guys. It's so brilliant. And the rain's just about died down now, so I can show you what we have here. Got a BMW 1 Series. These all belong to the company, by the way. Got a second generation Discovery. Got a Saab 9.5 Saloon. Got an Auris Estate. Got a Mark 1 Vectra. Mark 3 Mondeo. Ford Transit Connect. Something else I quite like as well, the Saab 9.5 Estate. Really like these cars. All Passat. Can't remember the generation, but my dad had 3 of these, and these were brilliant cars. This, I think, is a Mark 1 Mondeo. Let's have a look at the front of it and just make sure. Yep, Mark 1. You can see the circle. The circle grille is not there, so it's a Mark 1. Fond memories of being in Passats. Like my dad, I think this was the same one that my dad had, but his was blue because he had a blue Saloon as his first company car, and then he had 2 black diesel Estates. And look at this Jag and this impressive Sunshine. Now, this is probably my favourite XJ that there ever has been. I don't know why. I just think this one's really good. Jaguar Sovereign, this one. And while we've got great sunshine, let's have a look at it. Oh, look at that light there. That's brilliant. Yeah, these were so well regarded, these Jag XJs. They really were. I could just see a glimpse of the wooden interior. See what we can see there. It's probably locked, so it might not be able to. Oh, it's not. Have a look inside. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And I can just get that leather smell as well, which is fantastic. Yeah, nice car, this one. Very nice. And viewers from the last video might remember this. This is the 5 Series that Jim brought along to the car meet. Have a proper look at it now. I'm not quite sure exactly what 5 Series it is, but still a very nice car. I've got a few more modern cars around here as well, but I think that concludes my tour. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Really hope that you've enjoyed this thing that's a bit slightly different. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very shortly. All the best.